Welcome to the super fun game review podcast. Go Mega Ultra Between Review Show. Down. Yeah, let's do some Mubrs.
Now for your listening enjoyment.
And now for your listening.
Your Christmas special, Mubrs.
The Christmas special.
Hey there, everybody.
Jingle bells,
all right, yeah,
jingle bells, jingle
all
the
the
way.
No.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a beat-up Chevrolet.
Hey.
Let's just sing a quick song.
No.
On the first day of Christmas. What you like it to be?
One on in a petri.
I was trying to think of a game-related version.
Favorite Christmas album? Go. No, I'm kidding. All right, so this is going to be coming out on Christmas Eve, and we just kind of wanted to do a little Christmas special for you guys, for the listeners.
Like the
Because,
Star Wars Christmas special. Yay!
Yay!
It'll be like a collector's item, but no one will like it.
Bootleg.
Yay!
So, I kind of wanted to just kick it off with,
kick it.
yeah, kick it.
Put your foot down.
That's not kicking it.
No, that's the opposite of kicking it.
It is. It's like standing still if you put your foot down.
It's not even
But
just
you were
still,
gonna
just
kick
standing.
it. I said put your foot down before you kick it.
Oh, so what is like half a can?
I keep interrupting you, Clark. Please proceed.
like the Rockettes.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to start it off with what was your guys' like favorite Christmas gaming memory?
I'll start.
All right, Steve-O, go ahead.
So I was probably about 14, 15 years old. It was Christmas morning. My dad and I spent the night over his girlfriend / future wife / future ex-wife's house. But it was Christmas morning. I woke up. Family dynamic. Welcome to my world.
I am your future husband. You must obey me.
Yeah,
There was like okay,
what-
sorry, you can get back to your story in a second, but there was like two perspectives there. It was like the in that time future wife,
And also,
and then also you pull back. Now it's the like they were both referring
Now
to
I'm in
the
the
ghost
future,
of Christmas
and I look
past
back.
and Christmas future.
I was the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future all at the same time. Magical. So there was a time when Blockbuster was still around.
Block
Now,
what?
I know, right? Where you could rent consoles. So instead of spending hundreds of dollars every once in a while, my dad would be nice enough and just pay to rent a console for a bit. One of the times he was nice enough to rent a PS2 for me, so I got to play Metal Gear Solid 2. And I woke up Christmas morning.
Wait, hold on, real quick. I have to cut in here. This is when you were how old?
All right, maybe 13, 14.
You're dating yourself.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like when I was
in middle school.
because when I was like 17 and worked at Blockbuster, they hadn't done the console
For years.
renting for years at that point.
Yeah,
so,
which would have made us about the same. Like you're talking about 4 years before then.
Was that
Yeah.
01?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2 was 01? Didn't it launch the same day as the Xbox?
Not
Metal Gear Solid 2?
sure.
No,
All I know
don't
is the
think I
game
know.
was out. I've already rented the console once, and I played it, and that was pretty much it. I had a PlayStation, not a PS2, because it was expensive when it first came out.
Yes, it was.
So I woke up Christmas morning. We opened a few gifts, did stockings, and then the way his girlfriend's apartment was laid out was they had a sectional couch, and there was some space behind it. So there was a gift or two kind of left right alongside of the couch. So the first one was a PlayStation 2 controller. He's like, oh, so that way you have your own. You don't have to worry about using something else that was rented. I'm like, oh, that's neat. The second one was Metal Gear Solid 2. And, you know, being naive kid, my dad told me, oh, so that way you don't have to actually rent the game. We can just get the console. And I was happy about it. And, 15, 20 minutes passed. We were just still enjoying Christmas morning. And then he's like, well, wait a minute. I think there's something else around the corner. So I start going around the sectional. And the very first one
$25 gift card to Blockbuster.
Yay! The very first one was actually like a little 17-inch TV that had the gaming ports in the middle, which was a big deal at the time. And I'm like, oh, this is neat. Now I can play my PlayStation and hook up the Super Nintendo, the other systems I had. And he's like, I don't think you're done. So I looked around, and like all the way at the very back, like by the stairs, like in the corner of everything, was one other kind of bigger box. Open it up, PS2 with a memory card and another game. And that was my entire Christmas that year. Was I got my TV, I got a PS2, I got Metal Gear Solid 2, and I felt like the happiest kid ever. Like,
That's awesome.
That was honestly probably one of the best Christmas mornings that stands out of my mind. Just turned fucking 30, so we're talking over like a decade and a half ago. The biggest one that really stands out. Forever grateful. It's awesome. Like little surprises like that makes me feel all warm inside.
All the feels.
On the inside, not
I want to
the outside.
I want to piggyback on that because like my story is kind of similar.
Yeah.
So mine was a PS1, right? And my dad always used to come over for Christmas morning. He would always like bring over presents and stuff. My parents are divorced.
Yeah.
And he comes over, and I think I like went to the bathroom, and I come back out, and he's got like all the presents and stuff, and like my dad is like pretty notoriously bad at giving gifts. Like he did like the whole no of what you're supposed to do as like a divorced parent, where he bought the exact same set of things that my mom bought for me for Christmas. Or like more of it, and like it was bad. Like it became this huge like fucking fight between my parents. Like,
Yeah,
and
been
this was
there.
like 2 years beforehand. So like, my dad comes over, and he hands me one like just like one present, and I open it up, and then there's like two like bundles in it. So I pull one out, I open it up, and it's like shirts. It's just like a bundle of like shirts together. And I was like, okay, like they're like Hanes, like
And you're like, oh, cool, thanks.
I was like, cool, Dad. I know what the rest of this is gonna be. And
socks.
then, so I opened up the next package, and it was socks, but the package was open, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And I'm like looking through it, and I pulled out like the NASCAR game for PlayStation 1, and I was like, I don't have a PlayStation 1. Like, are you guys going to get me a PlayStation 1? Like, can we go get one? Like, I was like, what's going on? Like, why would you get me a game
like,
without
no,
the
no,
console?
no.
I
You
can't
can
play this on my...
Just look at it.
And like, I was looking at it, and I set it down, and like, I could still feel like a lot of like a hardness in the package. So I pulled out like Game Day 98, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I was younger at the time. I was like 9, I think, when PlayStation 1 came out, or was like even like
somewhere
a
around
year
there.
or two
Yeah.
out. And it was just like I couldn't grasp that. Like I literally figured that my dad was just dumb and didn't know what I was playing games on at the time. Like my dad has done stuff like this before, where he like buys me something that's incompatible with something that I have and things like that.
Yeah.
Because he
Buys
does
you Betamax tapes, and you've got a VHS player.
no, but like
VCR.
I have a
he
Laserdisc.
didn't live with me, so he bought me a Genesis game once, and I'd never had a Genesis. I like things like that. Like, so I'm like sitting here, and I'm like, I can't play these on my Super Nintendo. What's going on? And then he's like, oh, I think there's like one more thing, and he like lifts up the skirt on the couch, and just like underneath there is this big package. I pulled it out, and it was my PlayStation.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
The joy you feel as a kid to be like, yes. It's like the video you always see of like the kid who got the Nintendo 64.
The N64 kid.
And it's just like he's crying about it. And it's at that point, that's the most awesome thing that's ever happened in your life at that point.
Well, that's actually a good segue, Steve. Because mine is about a Nintendo 64.
Ooh.
All right, so let me preface this story real quick.
Let's draw a picture.
So when I had my Super Nintendo, we had it all rigged up with the adapter in the back of the TV because I didn't have like
A VCR.
No, I think we
Or-
plugged it. there was a little box that you plug into the back of the TV.
The
which had
RF
the
connector, I think.
Yeah,
it's
and then
called.
you would plug the cable into that, so it
Right,
would all
right.
run right through the back of the TV. This is like a long time ago.
Right.
This is like 3, 6, and 10 days.
Yeah. Okay. So that's how I used to play my Super Nintendo, right?
We're not that old, Ralph. Fuck you.
So I bugged my mom. I think I mentioned parts of the story before. I just don't think you got all the details of it. But I bugged my mom for like 3 months leading up to Christmas. How bad I wanted a Nintendo 64. And constantly, whenever we were running errands or doing something, like I would talk, oh man, I was playing at Hamill's the other day, and we were playing Star Fox, and this was so cool, and you could drive around in tanks. Or I was playing Super Mario, and you could pinch his face, and I got like 20 stars in one afternoon. Or like, and I just kept talking about all these fucking games. I'm probably driving my mom fucking nuts.
Probably.
She's driving around in the car, just like nodding.
Oh, I got Nintendo 64. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
no, that's exactly what was going through her mind. So the big day comes after like 3 months of talking about it. Like I even like was sizing up the boxes and everything. I knew what fucking box this Nintendo 64 was. I knew it was fucking sitting there.
You did your research.
I opened the whole thing, breezing through like all the games that morning, go to plug it in, and I'm like, Mom, where do these cords go?
Aha.
Oh.
It was the AV cords, the red, yellow, and white.
Right.
Didn't have any kind of connector for it.
Oh, no.
You didn't have a VCR with those inputs or a TV with those inputs at
No.
that time? No? Wow. So what'd
The
you do?
The VSR was big.
So I cried so hard.
What did you do? I wept.
I cried, I swear to God, for like 2 hours straight because I was waiting 3 months for this fucking
Oh
thing.
my God.
I was just sitting upstairs in the cold room by myself, just playing Super Nintendo, crying. I was actually
Click,
playing
click, click.
Super Mario Kart because I was so close to playing the 3D version, and now I gotta look at the like. It was just
God.
awful. So my mom came upstairs, right? She's like, "Get in the car."
Oh.
This is like after we ate brunch and everything like that. Like everybody was like,
Wait, you had brunch on Christmas?
brunch.
"Yeah, Christmas brunch."
Oh, yeah, I always had Christmas brunches.
Sunday actually was a big brunch day
Fuck.
in general for us. We used to do it every single
Really?
Sunday, like the full table full of food.
Oh, you fancy bitch.
So my mom drove me around for about 2.5, 3 hours looking for any shop that was open on Christmas Day
Wow. That's dedication.
with these adapters. We went to like
Wow.
gas stations, like any kind of mini marts
Wow.
you could find. She was just going everywhere.
Where'd you end up finding it?
Didn't
you
find it that day.
No.
Oh,
No, we had to wait until the next day. But I thought that was just an awesome, just like I'm gonna be Mother of the Year kind of thing.
Well,
hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
drive my
Yeah.
kid around and try to resolve this.
Oh,
She was
good.
even.
That's awesome.
I'll tell you, like just to summarize the story, she even got to the point when we got home, she was stripping twisties off to try to like loop it around the cords to try to get it hooked up. And this is not safe at all.
Oh,
No.
God.
But,
That's
but she
not
was
safe.
like
She was
trying to think
dedicated.
of anything just to try to get me to
Wow.
play that day.
Wow.
A couple years ago, I was at a thrift store and I found RF connectors for the N64. It's like basically, it's like a little doodad that you just plug the cords into or whatnot, and they were like $1 each. And I was like, you know what? I might as well get them. I don't know if I'll ever have any use for it, but I've never seen these before. Bought both for $2 and threw them in my collection somewhere. So
Huh,
they
that's not
technically they exist, some kind of like adapter that you can plug the RF into for the N64.
Well, you should
just
go
for that
back in
reason.
time and give one to Harry's mom.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's kind of funny. Well, I have to say, Harry, that probably would have been the best story to end on.
He just segued so well talking about the
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 kid.
Well,
I was like, yeah, let's go.
That was it.
so I'd like to share a good and bad memory because the good memory is really quick. I don't have anything crazy about it.
We're gonna do a negative.
All right,
memory.
Yeah,
great.
wait, I don't want to do a negative
Way
one.
to bump that up.
Well,
Merry fucking
Although
Christmas.
Harry's
was a
Christmas,
little
everyone.
negative.
well,
Yeah,
hang on.
but that showed that
Actually, you know what's actually really funny? All of ours had like a mild negative tinge to it. Like me being like, "Oh, my dad's kind of a fuck up," and like,
Hey, my dad's had
Only-
a bunch
hey,
of wives.
hey.
Ah.
yeah,
Lucky
All right.
number 7. Good
So-
job, Dad.
I kind of I sort of think I
It's cool.
should.
My dad has his gift giving together. He now asks me what I want, and I tell him very specifically several times, and he just goes and gets it.
Nice.
What do you want? An REI gift card. Dick's Sporting Good? No, REI gift card. REI.
Want dick, son? That's not right.
Yeah, right.
No son of mine.
No son of mine.
Ooh, is that
You sock cucka.
is that PC?
Sock cucka.
Ooh. Okay. I feel that my story kind of would have gone well off of what you're saying, Clark, because well, let me start with the good one. The good story is I don't really remember it, and I don't have a lot of Christmas gaming happy memories. I just don't, because whatever I wanted, like I got it before Christmas. Like I don't remember ever really having to wait for that. Well, like I was saying earlier, like I got the N64 on my sister's birthday.
Can I hold your
like-
silver spoon, sir?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying,
damn.
guys, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I didn't have an N64, like Nintendo 64 kid moment. Like I
Yeah.
didn't have that. What I had was the Game Boy. The year the Game Boy released,
The original?
the original Game Boy, the Bulker, the big
How
guy.
old are you? No,
Shut
I'm
up.
kidding.
Dick.
Actually, you know what? I don't think it was that year, because I was not 4 years old, and that came out in '89, unless I'm mistaken. Anyway, one year, my sister and I both got Game Boys with Tetris, the pack-in game, and we opened them on Christmas, and I've got pictures of us like being surprised and looking at them, and my mom playing Tetris and like the whole thing like that. That's a good Christmas gaming
That
memory.
is a nice one.
Yeah.
That is nice.
The other one,
The other one.
which sort of to play off what Clark was saying about getting incompatible things. So this must have been, I think it was the fall of '98, because it was Ocarina of Time was the big game, and I think I had played it at someone else's house, and I was like, "Look, Mom, I want Ocarina of Time. I want this is the big game that I want. I want this game." So I. All right, fine.
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on.
I just saw this. I just looked at Clark and
This is
just
the game I want. This is the game I want, man. This is what I want.
Well, you
So,
keep going like this.
like this.
He's Italian, man. He just talks with his hands.
All right,
I'm sitting on my hands. So I want Ocarina. Just too easy now.
That's all we did.
You're gonna have to edit all this, Clark. You're gonna have to edit all this. All right.
Nope.
I really wanted Ocarina of Time, like more than anything on the planet. I wanted Ocarina of Time, and I told my mother this. So it's Christmas morning, and I'm opening up all my gifts, and I get the strategy guide. I get the player's guide to Ocarina of Time, and I start losing my shit. I'm like, oh my god, where is it? I open the next package I can find, and it's a Link to the Past.
Oh
Good old Super Nintendo. I'm like, Mom, I don't even have a Super Nintendo. Like, I can't play this. She's like, oh, it's the wrong game. I was like, yeah, it's the wrong game. And Harry, from your story, it wasn't. I don't think it was like the next day or that day. Like, let's go find it. Like, I didn't cry or anything.
I didn't cry.
Fucking asshole.
He's holding back tears right now.
Right now. Right now.
Cry.
I didn't cry, man.
Better
what
being
I
a
did,
fucking asshole than a weepy bitch.
Here's
I can't play my game.
guys, you're really trolling me tonight. I did
that's
deserve
on
this.
him. That's him.
Really trolling me. Okay.
It's okay, Steve. When I wanted to play PlayStation, I didn't go to Blockbuster.
Neither did I, because I didn't want one.
You know what? When I was saying like, oh, it's like the negative things. I didn't want to be like, oh, well, Steve seemed like he didn't have the income to have a console. Like,
You.
hey, he went for it. I wasn't making fun of you. He's the one that went for it.
Yeah, him.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Sorry. So,
okay.
Link to the
the
Past.
silver lining. The silver lining to the story is because I had the player's guide. I read the shit out of it. Like I tried to memorize all the areas and keep it all in my mind. So I had expected and wanted the game, but then having the player's guide just like made me want it that much more. So when I finally got it, I was just like completely overjoyed. Like I don't remember if it was the next day or the next week or whatnot. I don't think it was right away. I think it was a couple days because I really got familiar with the player's guide, not to the point of Steve with.
Try for it. Get there.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
With
You can do it,
Parasite
big boy.
Eve.
Don't
Okay.
try and force
With
it.
Parasite Eve, but
Good job, big boy.
Come on, no one. That was like a dad. That was like a dad joke pun. Get it? Because he's talking about Zelda. Try and force it. Triforce.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Is there
Anyway.
a reference?
No, there isn't.
it's
Okay.
now it's a funny memory. At the time, I was kind of like pissed or whatever. But I mean, there was a silver lining. I got the
least you didn't
game,
cry
and I
about it.
loved the shit out of Ocarina. I played it 7 fucking times, start to finish. Loved it. I just can't say enough about that game. That
You
I'll just gush
you
the
love
whole
it. You
time.
love
Just gonna
it.
gush it,
You love. You
gush
love,
all
love,
over
love
it. Yeah.
Ocarina.
Here comes the time for Santa Clock.
All right, guys. Yeah. Just in like the spirit of things, I wanted to give you guys your Christmas presents.
Ooh.
Such a sweet
And
boy.
and I'm sorry again. I didn't really wrap them that well, so I just have them all in separate bags.
That's all right. Harry doesn't wrap it either, so
Just,
we're used
yeah,
to
we
it.
all know. We all know. Harry
Oh
doesn't wrap
man.
it.
It's less sticky though, right?
No.
Okay. Still
yeah,
out.
just describe for everybody what I'm giving you here.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna start with you, Harry.
The sound of a bag ruffles.
The Great American Challenge. That's what I always wanted.
Surprise, it's a toupee. Now you can be
We
Trump
know.
like you always wanted.
Dear Lord.
Dear,
Oh, I'm not
dear.
praying. I'm
D-
not praying.
No,
Dear Lord.
D-E-R,
Dear.
like deer. the
Oh,
animal.
the Dear Lord.
What is it?
Dual dupe. Be sneaky. Act strange. Buck the norm.
It sounds like your
You're done.
life in a nutshell.
Let's see.
You've
a
done
party
it.
game experience like no other, filled with foolishness and hilarity. Challenge your friends to insane duels while trying to get away with pulling off ridiculous secret stunts.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Draw 5 cards. Your cards will lay out your plan of attack. Duel. On your turn, challenge a friend to a wacky duel. The group
wacky
a wacky.
Wacky duel.
The group decides the winner, and while you wait for a duel, dupe. Try to complete a secret challenge without being too obvious. Be cunning to avoid being called out or pay the price.
That sounds pretty awesome.
I figure that's something that you would appreciate.
No,
Look,
I do.
sure. Looking
Before we
forward
move
to
on
that.
to Steve, let me let's just tinker around with a card, bro.
Uh oh, he's opening it.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Let's just see what
He's breaking the
A
seal.
little insights
It's a black
Peek.
shiny box.
It
It's got a
is.
nice illustration on the front of it.
does.
Oh, there's the rules. Looks like it's on rice paper.
Rice paper. Oh, specific.
All right, here we go. So the duel, who can do the best air guitar solo?
Oh my god.
The reward, the winner may change the music.
So what other duels do we have here?
Duck.
Who can do the most push-ups? Who can
That's-
sing the best? Challenger chooses a song both players know. Who can cry the most convincingly?
Oh, well, Harry's out.
Who can say "ah" the longest? Ooh, blank duel. Who has the most contagious laughter?
Oh. I would say Ralph. Ralph has very contagious laughter.
Who is the best entertainer? Who can win a cowboy gunfight?
These are all different duels.
Yeah, these are all duels. Trying
Steve.
to find a dupe though. Oh, here we go. Dupes. Shake something. Smell another player's armpit.
Oh.
Cheer on another player.
And you're supposed to do this like secretly.
secretly without being called out.
That's like my every
Interesting.
Tuesday.
Startle another player. Ask where the bathroom is. Yell out your own name. Give a speech.
I'd be
fall-
good at this game because I just like picked my phone up and actually shook it and like no one said anything about it.
Ah.
Fall off your chair. Jump over something. Do a handstand. How do you secretly do it? Hey, guys, I just need to stretch while we're playing this game. You guys mind if I do a quick
quick-
handstand?
That's pretty tough.
Let's see. Deny something that is obviously true.
Hey, look at your long flowing hair. Love you.
Touch another player's penis. Wait, that's...
That's not a card.
I just-
That's a blank one that he just made up in his head.
No,
How did I
touch
just
another
win?
player.
How does Harry always get this card? What are you talking about? He reaches over.
This looks fun. I think this is definitely going to be a drinking game.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, we'll need
Yikes.
to get into that.
Yeah, we should do that. We should all get drunk and play and record. What do you think?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
No.
let's do it.
That went over
Let's do it.
so well last time.
Let's just beer and wine. That's it.
So, actually, a little fun fact.
No
I
hard
was going to buy this for the drunk episode.
Yeah.
And I ended up buying the Utter Nonsense instead because I started looking at this online and was like, oh, this is a lot of like visual things, and
Yeah.
I knew it wouldn't work that well.
oh, okay.
And
I mean,
actually-
Utter Nonsense didn't end up working that well, but
But
What
I
are you
think
talking
it
about?
worked better than this. Is way more
Yeah.
involved. But no, I'm really looking forward to trying this out one night.
all right, Steve-O, you're up next.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, what do we have?
Well, thank you, Clark.
Oh yeah, no problem, bud.
I'll take collect them all. Agility. Ooh,
Is that a
some
Fallout
some Fallout.
bobblehead?
It is.
It is a Fallout
Vault Boy
bobblehead.
bobblehead. Big guns.
Big
And
guns.
It's not
Big guns, bitch.
it's not one of the usual ones. Thank you, sir.
Don't trust him with that.
Oh,
He's
God,
been
there's-
drinking.
oh, shit.
Ralph, he has been drinking. Do not trust him with a knife.
No, it's opposite. We're good now.
It was the opposite, remember? Did you just smell your knife?
yeah.
I think you
Fucking
did.
weirdo.
I was trying to be funny. You guys didn't laugh.
Smells like my latest victim.
Dude, really? It's the actual little Bubba. That's
Dude, it's
fucking
the
awesome.
actual bobblehead, like
That
the
is
ones that
so
you collect in
awesome.
the game.
Do you like the big guns perk when you play?
Well, anytime it's in my pants, yes. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Oh, I like that. That's gonna go right up to my my pop figures.
Right up to my dick.
Yeah. Except then it's gonna look like a small gun because you know
Tiny guns.
my penis. Bazooka. Oh, thanks, man. That's awesome.
All right.
Oh, that's so cool.
You can pull Fat Man out.
Oh,
Is that what
but
you're saying?
just wait. Warning. Choking hazard. You're goddamn right.
Oh, God.
Oh God, it's. I'm not.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Sounds familiar.
Would it be the first time Steve choked on a big gun?
so,
Roasted.
So where were you for that one? You know, because micro penis.
All right.
That means
All right. So let's
Lame
move
roast.
on to Ralph's present. I'm so excited for this one, Ralph.
Hey Ralph, I have your gift for days 3 through 8.
Yeah, Mr. Hey, we need to be
every
more
inch.
PC, making the most un-PC.
I
jokes.
didn't say we need to be more.
I'm joking. Stop. You're gonna be really easy to roast.
Ralph's just really easy.
It's gonna
in the
get under
first
his
place.
skin like instantaneously.
Yes.
Oh yeah, your opening line.
All right.
All right. What do we got,
All right,
Ralph?
I stuck my hand in the bag. I'm feeling around. Feels like a poster.
It's tubular.
Actually, it feels like a not cloth, but like something
what is
you
that?
You should.
Here, give me the other.
Fuck.
phone.
What is it?
What?
Guys. You have to feel it because it is
Give me
a velvet silk Rambo fucking poster.
Yo. Ralph, I'm not gonna lie. You need to get a frame for that.
You get invited to a party. It doesn't matter if you go.
I willed this into happening. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Why, thank you, Clark.
Do you like it?
I do. I do.
I
That's
saw it. I
fucking
saw it.
awesome.
Stallone is huge and veiny and muscular. It's perfect. I'm gonna put it in my bath. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna put it above my bed.
I'm gonna put it in my spank bank. I mean,
Steve's the one with the spank bank or spank room, didn't I say?
The spank room, yes.
Yeah, you had a spank room.
Yes. No, roll it up from the other end. 'cause
Oh
you-
yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta-
Roll it up. I'll give you a good idea where you can put it.
No, seriously, I will give you a Christmas gift of just a frame to put that in because
no, don't
should
roll
be.
it up that way. Don't roll it up that way. Roll it up the other way,
Yeah,
like that.
preserve the velvet. That is so awesome.
The velveteen.
Let it go.
Oh well, thanks, Clark.
Yeah,
thank
no
you.
problem,
Santa
guys.
Claus.
Thanks, Clark.
All right, so Merry Christmas, guys. Happy holidays, and we will see you in the new year. Have a good one.
Happy 2018. Get ready, bitches.
Get ready, bitches.